Good evening YouTube, Xfile 2708 back again with another video. As you can tell from the thumbnail, if you've been paying attention, this is an old school horror movie pickups video. Now these movies I picked up several weeks ago, been obviously doing other pickups videos for rebuilding the main collection being Blu-ray and 4K stuff. But over the last month and a half, 2 months, every now and again when I've been across at a different CX, I've had a look in advance of visiting as to what old school like Hammer, Universal Monsters, etc. that they've had in stock on DVD. More than happy with the old school stuff on DVD, and I've managed to get a decent little haul together. Probably enough, like I say, for this video. Now some of these are ones that I have seen before. The majority are ones that I haven't. So I know there's a few of you out there that are big into your old school Hammer horror. Some of you that now collect the Tygon releases, you know, the likes of Witchfinder General and other titles that I can't remember off the top of my head, but I've seen a few of you picking them up and you know, mention that old school Hammer horror, etc. is a big thing of yours. So if there is any here, guys, that that you can give me a heads up on, whether they're any good or not. Say I do catch the odd one on the Legend TV channel. Been watching quite a bit of that recently, recording some of the old school horrors from the 50s and 60s. So it's a sort of thing that if I've got time free of an afternoon and I fancy watching a horror, but not a modern over-the-top gory horror, then quite often I'll put some old school horror on of an afternoon and sit and enjoy that. So there we go, guys, waffleage over. Let's show you some movies. So first one is a Vincent Price one, and I think this is one that I've seen before. There we go, and it's Theatre of Blood. It doesn't say on there the year that it was released, so this is Vincent Price and Diana Rigg. I think in the tiniest of writing that might say 1973. So Vincent Price delivers a thrilling tour de force performance as a small-time actor plotting big-time revenge. Boosting a top-notch supporting cast, this dramatically delicious concoction. Do apologise for the fireworks going off. There's been loads of those going out tonight. So dropped Ghost Lou and a couple of his friends at the cinema about half an hour ago, and literally got onto the driveway to get into the car, and a huge ass firework went off right next to us. Fucking scared the shit out of me. So but yeah, there we go. Anyway, Theatre of Blood, guys, Vincent Price. So if you have seen that one and you're a fan of it, say Vincent Price, Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing, all of those old school actors. I haven't seen a film of theirs that's disappointed. So I've got high hopes for the majority, if not all of these. So there we go. That's the first one. Next up was only £1, this one. This stars Christopher Lee and Venetia Stevenson, and it is Horror Hotel. Literally £1 in a local CEX, that one. So again, Christopher Lee was in it, so I thought I'd take a punt. It is one that I haven't seen before, so can I see? Would have been really good if I'd have put my glasses on. I could have told you guys the years on these. I don't think it actually... Oh, there you go. It does in bigger writing above where I wasn't expecting it. Filmed in black and white, 1960. So there we go. If anyone has seen that one, let me know. Horror Hotel. Next up is The Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires. And thankfully the sticker tells me there it was 1974. So I think this was one I saw on somebody's video within the last month or so. Might have been Mondo Chelovek, I'm not too sure 100%, but if it wasn't and I haven't given you credit, then I do apologise. But yeah, 1974 this one. Kill the fiends or become one of them. Skewering vampires isn't easy when the blood-sucking monsters know every martial arts move ever tried by the living and the undead. There we go. So blood-sucking monsters and vampires and old school horror. Well, hey, winner, winner. So there we go. That is The Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires. There we go. Next up, seen both of these before. Used to have them on the Universal Monsters box set, which I haven't got back into the collection. But as and when I see the individual ones on DVD in the local CXs, I am picking them up. So this is a double movie feature, and it is The Mummy and the Creature from the Black Lagoon. So I do remember seeing Creature from the Black Lagoon on BBC. I think it was when I was a nipper, as they say. So fond memories of that one. So there we go, double feature there, guys. Have we got years on these? I think they're 30s, aren't they, if I record? Don't know, can't see the years on those ones, but yeah, nice double feature that on DVD, guys. £1.50. So there we go, that's that one. Next up, one with Vincent Price, Peter Lorre and Basil Rathbone in Edgar Allan Poe's Tales of Terror from 1962. So I know a lot of these old school ones are getting Blu-ray releases. Like I say, Tygon have released quite a few recently, and there's a couple of the other labels as well. I've seen, was it Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde been done on another label? The Devil Rides Out. What was the other one that was just on the tip of my tongue that I've now got a brain fart over? Rasputin and the Mad Monk. Is it Mad Monk? Oh no, Rasputin and the something monk, I think it's called. But yeah, quite a few on Blu-ray, but they're, you know, quite new releases, £10 to £15 each. So, you know, if I can pay between £1 and £5 just to get them on DVD in the collection, then I'm more than happy to do that. So there we go, Tales of Terror, guys, from 1962. Next up, another cheap and cheerful one, this one. Don't think it's one I've seen before, but it is The Bat. How cool a cover is that as well? So £1.50 in a local CX. Can we see a year on this one? I don't know, but it says a terrifying cult classic with a twist ending that you won't see coming. The Bat is unmissable viewing for any true horror fan and a great film for all the family to enjoy. No, I can't see a year on that one at all, but it does look particularly old, if you can see from the screenshots on the back there. So I have no idea, 40s maybe, 50s at the latest. Who knows, but there we go. If you have seen that one, let me know your thoughts. Another, in fact this is a 3-movie one. I think I've only seen one of the 3 movies. But yeah, £1.50 for 3 movies. So there we go, that's that one there. So in this one we have, oh my god, the colour of the writing, red on black. Roger Corman's A Bucket of Blood. Vincent Price's House on Haunted Hill, which is one that I have seen before. And then Boris Karloff's The Ghoul. And again, far too tiny writing. Bucket of Blood is 1960. House on Haunted Hill is 1958. And Boris Karloff's The Ghoul is 1933. So never seen The Ghoul before, or Bucket of Blood, so looking forward to checking both of those ones out for the first time. So there we go, that's that one. And then I had to pick these up, even though this looks as though it might be water damaged on the cover. But we have Vincent Price and Joseph Cotton in the Abominable Dr. Vibes. So I'll have to double check my letterbox. I think I've seen this one, but not the sequel. So the trouble is that a lot of these I'll have probably seen 5-10 years ago, something like that. So with my terrible memory, it's like I'm watching the film for the first time. So I was, I think, talking to Ash and Tim on our WhatsApp group about having a terrible memory and having to use Letterboxd just to actually recall if I've seen a particular film before and what I've rated it. So, but there we go. Old age, guys, it happens to us all. So, but yeah, I think I've seen this one, just not the sequel. And let's have a look if I can see. No, I've got no chance of seeing a date on that one. The writing is ridiculously tiny. But yeah, I think this is one of the ones that has had a recent Blu-ray release, if I recall. So whether or not I upgrade them later on down the line, I'm not in a rush with you know, this really old school stuff. More than happy with it on DVD. So there we go. That's the Abominable Dr. Vibes. And then, as if by magic, Dr. Vibes rides again. So Vincent Price and Robert Quarry, they haven't built the coffin that can hold him, apparently. So not too sure if this one has had a Blu-ray release or not. Oh, there we go. I can read the date on this one, and it is 1972. So there we go. Dr. Vibes rides again, and that will be a first-time watch for me. 3 left to go, guys. So, like I say, short and sweet for this one, with most of the movies being ones that I haven't seen before. This next one is a Hammer film, which I haven't seen, and it is Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed, with Peter Cushing. And that is, let's have a look. I think that says 1968. Maybe I'll treat you and wear my glasses next video, guys. So, haven't seen this one before. Massive fan of my Hammer. So if you have seen it, guys, let me know in the comments what your feelings were on it. So, Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed. And next up we have some Vincent Price goodness from 1963, and it is The Raven. So that's Vincent Price, Boris Karloff and Peter Lorre again. Let's have a look. Yep, 1963. The wheels of horror churn amid touches of humour in this twisted tale of sorcery most foul, inspired by the Gothic poem by Edgar Allan Poe and starring horror legends Vincent Price, Peter Lorre and Boris Karloff, and Jack Nicholson, wow, in an early screen role. This Roger Corman classic about 2 wizards duelling for magical supremacy is utterly bewitching. And I like with these as well, a lot of them tend to have the old school poster artwork on the back, so which is pretty cool. But yeah, that'll be a first time watch for me as well. The Raven. And then to finish, I managed to grab a box set. Now, unfortunately, CX, in their wisdom, the box was absolutely battered to pieces, and they've obviously sellotaped it by the look of it. So, you know, it is what it is. It was £6 for 3 Hammer movies. In fact, one of them I've recorded off the Legend TV channel this afternoon. The other one is a movie that I've been looking forward to watching, never seen it before. but it is the Hammer House of Horrors Vampires, the Vampire Collection. So there we go. So you can see the 3 movies there: Twins of Evil, Vampire Circus and Countess Dracula. So these are Carlton. I'm sure Carlton used to be a television channel, if I remember rightly, back in the day. So that's those ones. And you can see, let's say I was umming and ahhing about this one. You can see the box has been sellotaped. It's obviously been squished, but you know, with the DVDs in, it's nice and solid, and from a distance it won't be overly noticeable. But Countess, it says 3 vampire classics from the best of British horror, the Hammer House of Horror. Countess Dracula from 1971, Twins of Evil from 1971, and spookily Vampire Circus from 1971. So yeah, these will all be first time watches for me, but I'd heard really good things about Twins of Evil, so I am looking forward to checking out all 3 as and when time allows. So there we go, guys, just over 15 minutes, so nice quick pickups video for me on this Sunday afternoon. So I'm going to catch the end of the football now. Why I've bothered putting it on, it's Man United Chelsea, and it was absolutely terrible first half. And then I'm just waiting on a phone call from Ghost Luke to go and pick him and his friends up after they finish watching. I think he's gone to see the latest Marvel movie, so I'm not into Marvel, so I haven't got a clue what it is or if it's any good. So there we go. That's my old school horror pickups that I've put together, like I say, over the last couple of months. So if there is any that you guys are fans of there that I've shown, then let me know in the comments. So it's always nice to interact with you guys and hear your thoughts and opinions on stuff that I've managed to pick up. So as always, guys, please remember to like, comment and subscribe and all that good stuff, and I'll be back later on in the week with another video. Bye for now.